Hey, so this video is pretty cool. I actually got something pretty awesome. My vlog's gonna kind of start out, just like 2 days, everything in my life kind of just changed. Turns out I'm now gonna be a TA for the web development boot camp through the clubhouse, and I'm really just super excited about that and super grateful. They worked so hard to try and find some way to get something set up so that I could get involved with the code boot camp. If you guys haven't been watching my videos, I have a background in physics and I've done a lot of low-level programming, but I don't have a lot of, I do have experience doing business software development, but not as much as I really want to have. So doing this boot camp is going to be pretty awesome because I'm going to kind of learn the real software development cycle through a real structured course. I'm just very excited about it, super grateful. I'm just really happy the clubhouse put something together to allow me to do it because technically I have a marketable degree, don't qualify for a scholarship that would basically make it possible for me to do this boot camp through a scholarship. So they came up with a custom solution for me. I'm going to be helping people learn web development and learning web development on my own. So that's pretty exciting. And last night my girlfriend got home and she's like, "What is this bag taped to the door?" And I was like, a package addressed to me, and I saw it was from DigiKey. They sent me a microcontroller. I looked at this post by a person that I'm following on Twitter. They were really nice. They said, "Hey, if you want to win this IoT board, you can enter a proposal, and there's a competition, and your application has to be submitted March 31st. Like, you have to do a brief proposal, then you get the board, and then you do your project, and then at the end they look at what you actually did by March 31st. So it was a real shot in the dark for me. I looked at the specs on the board. So the board is it's an AVR-IoT development board. It runs about $30. It transmits data in about 30 seconds or less to the cloud. It's Google Cloud compatible too. So this is it's a sensor node, which is pretty cool. I've made an IoT application before with Arduino, and I had to use a DHT22 sensor, a pressure sensor. A lot of them have like really complex names, but if you've ever messed with temperature sensors, DHT22 is the digital temperature sensor that most people use. I had a pressure sensor. I had a ton of stuff on the board. It's all connected right here still. This is the Arduino. I have an Ethernet shield on it. I have a photoresistor here. And then this is a BMP180 pressure sensor. I took the DHT22 out because I actually made a thing with a Raspberry Pi and I needed it. But basically, it's Ethernet, so I don't even have like a Ethernet hub up here. But basically, I was connecting to a router and I was sending all the information from the sensors to a URL. And basically, getting all that stuff from this IoT platform that I was using. And I also displayed the information here on this LCD display. And so what's really cool is I applied for this proposal for this AVR-IoT board because all that stuff fits right here on this board. A lot of it. Actually, most of what you saw over there, minus the pressure sensor, but you could also read a pressure sensor if you want. This is a built-in temperature sensor and a built-in light sensor. I didn't add anything to it. It's got an Atmega 4808 microcontroller chip, an ATE CC608A secure element, because there's a lot of problems with IoT devices becoming this entry node. People can do malicious things on your network. And it also has a WINC 1510 network wireless controller. It's pretty compact. It's pretty nice. Right now, I'm running the sensors on example that they have. It's very easy to get started. It looks, I haven't really messed with this too much, but it looks like basically you have a system file stream where you can download your Wi-Fi configuration file and you drop it into the drive for the device. It recognizes that, and then you can connect the device to your Wi-Fi. It was super easy to get started, and it's pretty good. I mean, I have a light on right now, so if I turn that light off, you can see a dip in the light. Turn the light back on. Comes back up. If I breathe on it, you can see, you can detect my breath there for the temperature. So my proposal for this was pretty weird. I said, I call it a bathroom meter just because I'm very practical. I'm like, there's a thing that I can make that wouldn't take very much effort at all. So basically, a bathroom monitor is used for offices, businesses that have a clean or a green bathroom. If you're not familiar with that, it's like the lights turn off when no one's in there, and then when you walk in, a motion sensor turns them on. So rather than having to add like a whole motion sensor integration thing, some crazy system, what you could do is you can take a bunch of these like AVR-IoT boards, make small enclosures for them, place them in the bathrooms, and they will detect how many times the lights flick on and off. So this would be useful for something like an office where there's a problem on like a certain floor where the maintenance staff isn't like cleaning the bathrooms enough. So you could have a frequency counter. You basically check how many times the lights came on and off. That shows you the frequency of the bathroom usage. So if the bathroom's being used very little, you don't have to have the maintenance staff spend this exact routine where it's like you have to do every single bathroom. Maybe some of those bathrooms don't have to be cleaned as much, so you can save a little bit of money there. You can also maybe monitor how much money you're actually saving with the lights flipping on and off, if that's not already a solution in there. Essentially, there's a lot of pros to being able to figure out how much time a corporation is the bathroom's being used. Like there's a lot of time lost there. You can see like cutting cleaning costs, and it's a thing that I could do in a reasonable amount of time. That's the most important thing to me. Like I see a lot of these really awesome ideas out there. Like I'm gonna make a flying drone with a laser that's gonna shoot a missile down. Okay, good luck, because that is gonna require so much effort that you'd probably be better off just reading in a temperature sensor than and then taking that experience and then moving on to reading information from an accelerometer, because now you know how to read analog values into a microcontroller. If you don't even know how to do that, it's very frustrating when you want to get to a point and like you don't have the skills to get there. So doing project by project for experience and being practical kind of helps you develop a skill set that can be applied to almost anything, because you know how to do it from a fundamental level. So yeah, bathroom monitor proposal. We'll see how it goes. I need to pretty much make an application, a web app, that is a minimal viable product of what this thing could do. It's silly. It's very silly. Like it's really goofy when you think about it, but it was practical enough that I won this. So that's kind of a sign, I think. So I got to make a web app. I have to set up a Firebase where I can track the light data. I don't know exactly what, the trouble is, do I track all the data? Do I save all of the data and then go through it at the end of the day? I don't know. I can get like a piece of data every 30 seconds, but I'm still thinking about how to do this. It can be done. Anyways, that's pretty cool. So if you're interested in it, it's AVR-IoT Board. Thank you, Electromaker. Electromaker made it possible for me to get this device, so I'm so thankful. I'm really grateful that they gave me this opportunity to do this. I really want to make a lot of videos showing people how to use this device. I think I owe it to them, for them to just take the chance to give out something free. That's awesome. that's so cool that a company just gave out something for free and they want to see what people are going to do with it. So I'm going to try and make something cool. All right, that's it.